And I can give it out some too when you're in transition. I'm gonna tell you, our JV kids are hustling. Look at that. Oh, they play it. And it's hard varsity to play like that.
Another intensive JV game. I never seen.
I know. That is true.
Go ahead and be honest with you. We're in state championship.
I told them as I was walking in, I said, okay, we win, we get a free meal down at Desi's. I was telling that to the varsity. I hope they not think that's it.
It hurts you. Oh no! After the game, give us our buffet.
Hey, we got to get back on the winning track. So hopefully that'll. This game's over. Oh, crap. Three. Oh, don't call it.
Did the freshman win, or did they have a freshman?
Didn't have one.
They didn't have one.
These guys are like 92. Let's see what the record is. Yeah, they're 92.
We got problems.
Yeah,
Serious problems.
they beat Choctaw almost by. They beat Choctaw by 25. They beat
Serious.
Milton by 20.
Serious problems.
Oh my God.
Serious problems.
Now they beat Niceville the way we did, 11-1.
We got serious problems.
I know that.
Where was it at? Was it at?
Tell me.
They're probably scared to death.
Oh yeah, it wasn't. They were just scared to drive it up. That's funny.
Timothy, look at that red beer on that car.
What time is
We got
it?
one person that can play for us. Maybe.
One.
working. Huh. Check 1 2 3 test test 1 2 3 check. So let me check something else in. That is not working there. About 15 minutes is when the game tips off, if anybody's watching right now. All right, we got a problem. We got a problem. Okay, what's going on here? All right, I got to figure out why I'm not getting volume. Is this turned down? Check 1 2 3 test 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 test. Now that works. I'm not getting volume out of this for some reason. Huh. What is going on here? Y'all bear with me. I'm doing a sound check and I can't get my, for some reason, I hook it up wrong. Let's see. Oh, that's correct. All right, something. Oh, there's a problem right there.
Right. Just like Ed always said.
Call Crestview Paint and Body, 850-682-5257.
Hello.
All right, I figured it out. All right, we got 13. I'm going to see if Greg wants to do a little. Does he want to do a little shim? What do you think? Think he would? Huh? I'll just go talk to him. Heck, it don't matter. I got to get us on the radio first.
Hey, he said we're in trouble. Oh, yeah. Like how early? Right there? That's the number? Oh, yeah. You want to do a quick one or no?
I knew you would be. I didn't know if Tim.
No, I'm fine. I'm good. I just got to let them know. I'll bring us on and I'll walk down there and do a little quick one real quick. We'll do a quick. out. Coach said he'd do a quick interview. When can you get on the radio? 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, I will start a music buffer. Okay? Okay, I'll do it in 4 minutes. And then after my music buffer goes down, I will do an interview with Coach and then we'll have tip-off. All right, sounds good. All right, he said 4 minutes, which was 11. It was at 11, so I'm going to go 7.
On that, check 1, 2, 3, test, 1, 2, 3, check, check. 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, testing 1, 2, 3, check 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, testing 1, 2 with other microphones down. All right, we got Booker T. Washington coming in 9-2. I'm going to come down here and welcome everybody on the radio station. We've got about 5 minutes if you're tuning in via radio, 5 minutes, 6 minutes before tip-off. And I'm going to come down here. We're going to talk to Coach Watson real quick and get a chance to talk just quick last night about the game last night and about what we're looking at tonight. So last night, tough game. We beat them over at their place, and they come over here and beat us. I think we won by 4 over there. It was, we got up by 5. What happened once we got up by 5?
We just had a few turnovers there that just really cost us, and they hit some shots, which they didn't. They didn't shoot it real out of pace, and they threw in some last night. We just didn't. I can't explain it. We just looked like we were in a funk. Our energy level didn't look good. We were giving up offensive rebounds.
Rebound wasn't good, and we wasn't. We
just didn't look aggressive. We just kind of looked. Just kind of watching Makai dribble around. We looked like we didn't know what we were doing, to be honest with you. And that's
a week off, holidays. There you go.
I know, and that has something to do with it. But still, we've been practicing, so it's not like it's been totally, doing nothing.
So tonight we've got Booker T. They come in 9-2. We didn't have a 9th grade game, but the JV team won. They looked really good.
They played really good. Second half, the JV team played as good as they've played all year. So I was proud of them.
It was like a new team to me. You talking about hustle? They were really getting the board.
They did. They got after. They pushed the tempo, and that's what we got to do. We got to play fast, man. Look at us. We're not big. We're not great shooters. We got to get the game going like this, and we just haven't been able to do that consistent enough.
So as you see Booker T warm up, it looks like they, like you said in the coaches show yesterday, they're long, they're going to be athletic. What is a couple key elements besides making baskets that we got to do?
I think we got to rebound. That's one thing that hurt us last night, and Booker T's even bigger and longer than Pace is. So we're going to have to really rebound and not give them second opportunities. And then I think for us, we got to get out and run on them before they can get set up because they are so long, and it's hard for smaller guys to get open looks against longer people, so we need to get some easy ones.
Besides Jones, somebody that you might expect to be in double digits tonight or who you need to be?
There's a few, all of our other guards, Lorenzo, Blackwell, A.J. Johnson, Cecil Purdue, Braylon Phillips, one of those guys has got to step up and score a little bit. It could be a different one every night, but right now, we need one of those 4 to give us 10 points every night,
With their height and size, I don't know if Knox is going to be able to bang it in low tonight, or what do you think?
We're going to try. They're probably going to play zone. So, it's going to be harder just to be able to just throw it in there. But, we got to use him. He's a good player for us, so we got to try to throw it in there as much as we can.
Looking at their matchups, one of their wins come by Niceville, the same points that we scored. I think it was 11 points, and we beat Niceville by 11. Yeah. I don't know if you can gauge that kind of stuff.
Every game is different. We got blew out by South Cobb, and they've lost 4 in a row. So I got to go.
All right, Coach. All right, so and if you're with us on the radio, you can see it on YouTube right now. We've got the scoreboard. It shows 2.5 minutes before tip. They're going to go over the lineup, and Coach is getting all of his particulars. I'm going to set this microphone down and get the headset on with Corey, and we're going to discuss what we're watching right now. Hold on just a second, folks. All right, so you just heard Coach say somebody has got to step up, and he said also, Corey, that we've got to have better rebounding situation than –
well, we got killed on the boards last night for sure. And just kind of looking out there,
I'll be honest with you.
We might struggle again tonight.
When you look at them, if you're watching on YouTube, their size. If you take Jones, they've got 4 or 5 of those guys.
Yeah, and I think, downstairs, a legend just walked in. By the way.
Yeah, Dusty, the legend.
It's going
to be tough.
Our biggest rebounder is Knox. And
it's going to be tough. It's really going to be tough. What we're looking at, what visually we're looking at, I don't know.
They passed the eye test. Let's just put it that way.
They passed the candy. Let me tell you, eye candy galore for a high school basketball team. You don't have a 6'8", 6'10" guy, but I haven't seen one. Have we seen a 6'10" guy at all?
I don't know how tall Littlefield was.
Littlefield was about
6'5",
6'6",
maybe
maybe at the
6'6",
most.
maybe.
But this is the biggest
Overall.
athletic team we've seen overall. Yeah. So we're about to get started. Real quick, let's just look at their top guys. Buchanan, he's the top dog, and it looks like every team we play has a 17-point average with a 5 or 6 rebound average. Every team's got one of those guys, and Booker T has that in Buchanan. And look at here, all their starters are juniors.
Mercy.
All juniors. Fortunately, they're not in our district. Let me just say that. Their 2 losses was to 2 big teams out of Georgia and Alabama. They're 7-0 in the district, or no, they're 3-0 in the district. And we're going to have national anthem, I think, maybe. I don't know. Or are we going to have that?
Looks like we're just getting
They'll
out
do
there.
it in just a second. Let's go over real quick their starters. Buchanan, juniors, 17 points, 5 rebound average. Jasquith, he is a junior, 11 points, 2 rebounds. Rich, a junior, 8 points, 3 rebounds. Here's 2 big guys right here I noticed. Don't have a lot of points, but they're heavy on the rebounds. White and Brown both are 7 and 7. 7 points, 7 rebounds. And we're about to start without the national anthem. Let's do it.
Knox will be jumping for the Dogs. Number 33 for Washington, which is White, will be jumping. Is it Wildcats?
Wildcats.
Yeah.
Cats against the Dogs. And here's the tip.
And Knox wins it, tips it over to Jones, so Crestview will start on offense. And it looks like Washington's coming out playing man defense early on here. Crestview just working their 4-out motion offense so far. Working the ball inside to Knox. Knox kicks it back out, nothing there. Lets a corner 3 go.
Oh, my goodness.
That's Stewart on the 3. Dogs take the early 3-0 lead here with 7:30 left to go in the first. And we will open up with man defense as well. That was shot blocked by Knox. Attempted by number 33, White, for the Wildcats. Dogs get the rebound. Jones for 3. He's off to the right. And that ball's rebounded by the Wildcats. That was number 20, Rich, on the rebound. Washington back on offense. And they're going to let a 3 go. That's in and out for the Wildcats. Number 12, Buchanan, on the attempt. Rebounded by Washington. They'll keep the ball on offense
And
here.
we talked about it last night. We didn't think Booker T would bring a lot of people, and they did not. Just the team and maybe a couple parents. There's a shot.
And jumper put up around the free throw line. That ball's going to miss. Rebounded by White for the Washington, and on the putback, he's fouled by, I believe it was Jones. Nope, they're going to call it on Knox, and White will go to the line to shoot 2.
I will say this. A team like this, if you get out in front of them early, you might have a chance. But you got to keep pressure on them.
White, the left-hander, at the line, and he's going to roll the first one in on the front of the rim.
At halftime, we might have to bring the legend back.
We're going to have to.
Yeah, look at him. He's over there. He heard me.
White's second attempt is good. Brings the score Crestview 3, Washington 2. 6:35 and counting left to go in the first. Johnson bringing the ball across half court for the Dogs. Washington still in man defense here in the early going. Crestview still in their motion-based offense. Stewart going to let another corner 3 go, and that ball's going to go high off the backboard. Rebounded by the Wildcats. That was number 3, Jasquith, on the rebound. And Jasquith in transition will go for 3, and he finds the bottom of the net. That's going to move the score 5-3 Washington. 6 minutes and counting left to go here in the first. Blackwell just trying to work the ball inside to Knox. Knox kicks it back out to Blackwell up top for 3. That ball's going to be just short. Rebounded by Smith for Washington. Washington in transition. Going to let it go a corner 3. That ball is going to be just wide right. Rebounded, though, by Washington. And Smith, once again, is going to get fouled going up for the putback. And he'll go to the line again to shoot 2.
All 5 guys on the field right now, 4 on the court, 4 Booker T, very athletic, playing well, all good ball handlers, it looks like.
And the foul was on Knox. That's his second.
That's his second.
So he'll come out. Looks like Clauser's coming in for him. White's first attempt is good. And that is Clauser coming in for Knox.
Not quite the crowd as last night against Pace. Pace brought a few people over, and we had a little bit more on our side too, I think.
White long on his next attempt, rebounded though by the Wildcats. Number 20 on the rebound for Rich for the Wildcats on the rebound. Leaves the score 6-3 Washington. 5:30 left to go in the first, and they're going to try another 3 from the top of the key, and that ball finds the bottom. That's Hughes for 3. Moves the score Washington 9, Dogs 3. Johnson bringing the ball across half court for the Dogs. Staying in man defense is Washington. Man help. Jones with the ball, trying to create off a dribble. Gives it over to Blackwell. Blackwell for 3. That ball comes up short. Rebounded by Hughes for Washington. Hughes thinking about taking the length of the court. Now kicks it out for a long 2. That ball's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Jones for the Dogs. And now he's quickly taking this across half court, trying to make something happen for Crestview offensively. He's going to drive the lane, and before he can get a jumper off, they're going to call him for a double dribble. Washington will take over with 4:37 left here in the first, and it looks like Crestview is going into a little bit of a press here, trying to trap the ball handler. Washington able to dribble out of that across half court.
Bulldogs hit the first shot of the night with about 15 seconds into the game, and they haven't hit one since.
And Washington lets one go from the elbow. That was number 12, Buchanan on the attempt, rebounded by Jones for the Dogs. Jones pushing the ball across half court. Johnson thought about a 3, now driving, dishes it off to Clauser. Clauser wasn't able to handle the pass. That ball's going to be taken away by Buchanan for the Wildcats.
I don't think Clauser was expecting it.
Washington back on offense. Driving the lane are the Wildcats, and before he can drive the lane, they're going to call a charge on number 20, Rich. So the Dogs will take over here with 3:54 left.
We've shot more times than Booker T. We've just got to start hitting them. I mean, we're in the game if we can shoot 50% right now, right? When you say? They've shot 8-10 times and missed.
Yeah.
So we just got to find it. We got to find the hands, find the basket.
Crestview with the ball now on their side of the court. Jones with the ball at the top of the key. Passes it over to Purdue. Purdue back over. Now Jones driving the lane, trying to make something happen off the dribble, and unable to get the finish at the rim. Rebounded by 20. That's Rich on the rebound for Washington. And he gets the ball across half court for the Wildcats. Washington throws that ball away. That ball's going to be taken away by Johnson. Johnson pushes it up to Stewart. Stewart lays it in. That moves the score. Washington 9, Crestview 5, 3:04 and counting left to go here in the first.
Stewart with all the points for the Bulldogs right now.
And Johnson's going to pick up a foul around half court. That's the Bulldogs' third team foul of the first half.
Just tuned in, 3 minutes left here in the first period. Wildcats up 9-5 over the Bulldogs.
Washington inbounding this ball around half court. They get the ball inbounded to Hughes. Hughes setting up offense now for the Wildcats. Crestview staying in man-to-man defense. Washington has it in the short corner, trying to back down the Dogs. And number 20, Rich, goes up for 2. Ball was no good, rebounded by the Dogs. Jones with it for the Dogs. And They're trying to screen at the top of the
Key.
At the top of the key, trying to find some space here against this defense.
They were practicing that earlier. I came up earlier today to set up, and they were out here trying to run that screenplay at the top of the key, like you said.
Jones lets one go from the short corner. That ball's going to be long.
And he's over 4.
Still fighting for the rebound, and they're going to say that ball went out of bounds on Washington, so Crestview will take over.
Not to jinx him, but Jones is over 4. He's got to find the handle. You know, he didn't find it until second half.
He started slow last night, too.
He did.
Crestview gets the ball inbounded in the backcourt. Johnson walking it up for the Dogs. And Stewart tries to find Johnson down low, and Johnson's attempt for 2 is going to be blocked. And Clauser ends up with the ball and has an attempt. He's going to miss as well. Ball was rebounded by Rich for Washington, and then it was knocked out of bounds by the Dogs. So Wildcats will inbound the ball and take back over here on offense with 1:37 left to go here in the first and a 4-point lead.
Bulldogs just starting out cold on their shots. If those can start falling, they're in this ball game. And I'm surprised this is as close as it is watching what we've seen develop so far. Bulldogs are not letting them get second chances on when Booker T has the ball, and that's really helping them.
Buchanan walking the ball across half court for the Wildcats. Washington driving the lane, and he's going to get fouled. They're going to say that was before the shot. Number 30, Dennis, was the one fouled. They are going to call that on the floor. So Washington will set up a baseline inbound play. That's the 4th team foul for the Dogs in the first half. They get the ball inside. Going up was Hughes for the Wildcats. Unable to finish at the rim. Rebounded by Jones. And the Bulldogs now with it. Purdue getting trapped over in the far corner. Now Moulton with it. He kicks it back over to Jones, and Jones will set up offense with a minute left to go here in the first. Purdue driving the lane. Purdue dishes it off down low to Jones, and Jones is going to travel before he's able to get fouled.
That's a late call, wasn't it?
55 seconds left to go. Washington will take over.
I'm stepping on your core, Bill.
Crestview playing half-court defense so far. Buchanan with the ball around half court for Washington. Now works it in to offense. They let one go from the free throw line. That ball is going to go in and out. And that was number 3, Jasquith, on the attempt for the Wildcats. Ball rebounded by the Dogs. Jones gets it to Blackwell. Blackwell kicks it out to Stewart. Stewart for 3. And Stewart finds the bottom of the net. Cuts the Wildcat lead to 1. Wildcats up 9-8, 15 seconds left to go here in the first. Stewart putting pressure on the Washington ball handler in the backcourt. He's going to pick up another foul. That's the Bulldogs' 15th foul of the first half.
We don't need Stewart to foul out because he's got all the points for the Bulldogs so far. All 8 points for the Bulldogs is from Stewart so far.
Washington inbounding the ball at half court. They get the ball inbounded. 7 seconds left to go in the first. And they're going to let go a long two. That ball's going to come up short, and that's going to run out the time here in the first quarter. The score, Washington 9, Bulldogs 8.
Listen up. Do you need a new roof? Do you need roof repair? Well, I have a company just for you, CQ Roofing. Hometown roofer since 1999. They're state licensed and insured. Chris Poirier, the owner, is born and raised right here in Crestview, North Okaloosa County. Family owned and operated for 24 years, specializing in shingles and metal. Give them a call, 850-683-4169, or visit their website at cqroofing.com.
When you're in need of auto body repair and you want it done right, call Crestview Paint and Body. They will assess the repairs needed on your vehicle and get it done right. If your vehicle was involved in an accident and needs towing, call Crestview Paint and Body, 682-5257. Don't take your auto body repairs to just any shop. Trust the 30-plus years experience of Crestview Paint and Body for a job done right.
Just like Ed always said.
Call Crestview Paint and Body, 850-682-5257.
And we're back 9-8. The Wildcats is over the Bulldogs right now, starting the second period. The referees are out on the court right now figuring something out. I don't know. We won the tip. They don't know which way the arrow should be going, I think is the question.
They got it. It's Washington's ball, I believe.
If you're just tuning in on the radio, Washington is on the right side of the court right now as you're looking out to your screen or on your radio dial. Bulldogs are left. If you'd like to watch the game, that's on our YouTube page at WAZ WJSB.
And here we go. Start of the second. They get the ball inbound to Buchanan. Buchanan initiates the offense for the Wildcats. They're working this ball inside. And the first attempt is no good. And they're going to call a travel on the Wildcats. Anyway, Bulldogs will take over. And it looks like Washington, no, they're going to back out of it. So no press for the Wildcats. Blackwell working the ball across half court. Bulldogs start off 5 wide. They're 5 motion. Blackwell driving the lane. He's going to lose the handle, and he's going to step out of bounds with it, and Washington will take over.
There is something on the line tonight. We'll mention it later.
Dogs trying to press, and Moulton's going to pick up a foul in the back court, trying to cut off a ball handler. That's the Bulldogs' 16th foul.
I guess 2 on Moulton.
Of the first half. Purdue on Buchanan. They're going to try to work this ball inside in a.
Got to be close to bonus.
That's a foul on. They're called a foul on Stewart, so that bonus time for the Wildcats.
Yep.
And, White will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. And I think that's 3 on Stewart. Maybe he's going to check out.
I hope not, because he's got all of our points still for the team, and he's got 3
He's got
fouls.
at least 2.
That's not good, Daddy.
White, the left-hander, setting up for his first attempt. And that ball's going to be short. Nice rebound by Jones for the Dogs. Jones taking the ball across half court. Gets it to Purdue. Purdue driving the lane. Purdue dishes it off to Clauser. Clauser unable to handle the pass, but kicks it to Moulton. Moulton with the corner 3 has it go in and out, and that ball's going to be rebounded by number 30, Dennis, for the Wildcats. The Wildcats have it back on offense, and they're trying to work the ball down low here early in the second. Another foul called on the post-entry pass for the Wildcats. They're going to get Clauser on a foul, and a lot of fouls tonight, and White will go back to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
Just started a second period. Bulldogs taking on the Washington Wildcats, Booker T. Washington. 7 minutes left here in the second period. 9-8, close game. Washington got out on top pretty quick.
Second quarter. I'll go to the grave fighting that battle.
Go to the grave.
White makes his first one. You know what? It's quarters. In the NBA, it's quarters.
Is it?
Well,
let's do quarters.
I'm just going to say that.
Well, let's do quarters. By God, let's do quarters.
Periods is hockey. White, second attempt goes in and out. Rebounded by Clauser. Jones with the ball across half court for the Dogs. He's going to be picked up right across half court. Scores Washington 10, Crestview 8. 6:40 and counting left to go here in the first half. Ball's going to be turned over by the Dogs. Washington in transition, slowing it down now, setting up half court offense. And a little give and go, and a nice finish at the rim by Hughes for the Washington Wildcats. That's going to bring the score Washington 12, Crestview 8, 6:20 and counting left to go here in the first half. Purdue working on his man, driving baseline, now kicking it back out. Johnson driving, kicks it back over to Purdue. And really good defense so far, man defense for the Wildcats. Ball's back in Jones' hands, and Jones is trying to create something off the dribble. He gives it up to Purdue. Purdue lets a contested three go, and that ball's going to be long off the iron. Rebounded by the Wildcats once again. Trying to add to this 4-point lead, driving the lane, going up, and a nice finish. That was number 24, Hope, for the Wildcats. Washington up 14-8 with 5:43 left to go in the first half.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in the courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
And we're back. If you're just tuning in, 14-8 is the score. Booker T. Washington taking on the Bulldogs here at the Doghouse. Bulldogs come in 9-4. Booker T 9-2. We need to get back on a winning track here for the Bulldogs.
Crestview with possession. Washington showing press here. And looks like they're going to drop back into man defense. Phillips gives it up over to Jones, and now Jones is trying to set up offense. Crestview in 5 wide, 5 motion against the Wildcat man-to-man defense. Trying to be patient with it. Now Jones driving the lane, spinning, and he's going to get fouled by the Wildcats. And they're going to call that on the floor. So baseline inbound play coming up for the Dogs, and it looks like Phillips will try to get this ball inbounded for Crestview. And he's going to find Clauser. Clauser passes up on the corner 3, and they're going back into 5 wide.
Did we get our Goodman and Phillips number straightened out? I can't remember.
Yes.
I can't remember what numbers are what.
Oh, ball is going to be turned over by Jones. Washington trying to run the length of the court and unable to finish at the rim or the Wildcats, but they get their own rebound. And now that ball gets taken away by Johnson for the Dogs. Jones picks up another foul. And I don't think they're in bonus yet, so that might be on the floor. Yep, on the floor once again. Another inbound play coming up.
We're getting close.
Get the ball inbounded to Jones. He'll try for 3. That ball's short. Rebounded by White for the Wildcats. Moving the ball across half court is number 5, Hughes, initiating offense for the Wildcats. And trying to get the ball inside to White. Kind of just working the ball around, looking for him in the post. That ball's almost taken away by Phillips, and actually ball was tipped out of bounds by Washington, so Crestview will take over. 4:08 left to go in the first half. Washington on top 14-8. Feels like we haven't seen a point in a while, Tim.
It feels like it.
Well, I know we have not scored a point in this quarter.
I know we have not.
They haven't scored.
I know that Stewart's the only one that scored, and he's on the bench, so I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Crestview running their 5-out motion offense. Clauser for a corner 3. That ball is going to be off the front of the rim, rebounded by the Wildcats. Trying to run the length of the floor, and that ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by the Dogs. Washington will inbound it right in front of the Crestview bench. Washington gets the ball inbounded to Hughes. And they're trying to set up offense here with 3.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. And they get the ball inside to White. White kicks it back out to Buchanan. Buchanan for 3. Ball's off the front of the rim. Rebounded. A nice rebound by Phillips. Phillips pushes the ball forward to Purdue. Purdue trying to work it inside to Phillips.
Can't pass.
And that ball's going to be taken away on the fast break opportunity for Washington. Now quickly in transition, Buchanan can't finish at the rim, and a nice rebound there by Foley for the Dogs. He gives it up quickly to Purdue, and Purdue's walking this thing across half court for Crestview. Still in a 5-out motion offense are the Dogs. Working the ball, kind of passing and cutting. Now they're going to move Foley down in the block and go 4-out motion offense. Purdue off the pass. That ball's partially blocked. And are they going to call a foul? So Purdue, they are going to call a foul.
Shoot 3.
Purdue's going to go to the line to shoot 3.
We hadn't seen that, I don't know, all year. Is that I think this is the first 3-shot opportunity.
I remember seeing it one time, but I don't think it was for us.
Yeah.
I think we were the one that fouled.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Hey, we got a chance here to get within 2 or 3.
Purdue knocks down his first attempt. He'll have 2 more.
On a Friday night, the gym never looked so bare. But it is a holiday. It's still considered a holiday for the high school.
Purdue able to connect on a second attempt.
One more. How about it? 3 in a row. I haven't seen.
That is the first points of the quarter for the Dogs.
It is. And somebody different scoring. Stewart had the first 8 points for the Bulldogs. 14-10 right now. Purdue's trying to make it 11 points for the Bulldogs right here.
And he's short on his third attempt, so leave the score at 14-10 Washington. 2:35 and counting left to go here in the first half. Hughes brings the ball across half court for Washington. And they're setting up offense here. They're going to try a 3 at the top of the key, but they're going to get called. They're going to call White for an offensive foul before the shot attempt. So Crestview will take over. 2:25 left to go here in the first half.
Crestview's had a couple good breaks at the right time on fouls and travels and things like that to go against Booker T. Oh, almost stolen.
Johnson turns the ball over, and they're going to give Washington a timeout. The ball was on the ground, and with 2:11 left, Washington up 14-10.
Guys, listen up. Did you spend too long out on the boat this Saturday fishing? Have you been on the links a little too much? Do you need to get out of the doghouse? Let me tell you where you need to go. Joey the Jeweler. He's on Main Street right by Desi's. He's got tons of beautiful jewels to win your girl back over. And make sure to go like and share his Facebook page. He's always doing great giveaways, so you have a chance to win something free for your girl. So head on over to facebook.com/Joey the Jeweler. Or you guys could just ask Siri what the phone number is.
Hey Siri, what is the phone number to Joey the Jeweler?
Joey the Jeweler's phone number is 850-682-1980.
And we are back here at the gym at Crestview High School taking on Booker T. Washington. They're up 14-10 with 2 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Washington with the ball. They're going to inbound this ball just shy of half court. That's Buchanan working the ball across half court for the Wildcats. He's going to pick up his dribble, able to get it up. Now Washington trying to set up some kind of offense. I'm not really sure. Crestview still in man defense. Buchanan at the top of the key for 3. That ball's going to come up short. Rebounded by Blackwell for the Dogs. Blackwell taking the ball across half court for the Dogs. Having to pick up his dribble, now in trouble, gives it up to Stewart. Stewart over to Clauser. Clauser drives the baseline. Going to get a shot block, gets it back. On the second attempt, going to get fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. The shot was no good.
.126 left here in the second quarter, first half, 14-10, and Clauser will try to make it a 2-point game here.
The left-hander makes his first attempt. Purdue checks in the game for Johnson. And it looks like Jones will come in for Clauser after he gets done with his attempts. Clauser's second attempt is up and good.
Yeah.
And here comes Jones checking in for him. Cuts the Wildcat lead to 2. Washington up 14-12. A minute and 26 left to go here in the first half. Crestview trying to press and almost get the steal in the back court. But they do find a turnover.
Get a turnover.
Washington throws it away on the far sideline. So Crestview takes over. Blackwell with the ball in the backcourt.
Hold for the last shot.
Getting the call from the bench. Minute and 13 left to go, and Stewart's going to let a long three fly, and he's going to find it.
Goodness gracious.
Gives the Bulldogs their first lead of the night. Crestview on top, 15-14.
Hot.
1 minute and 4 seconds left to go here in the first half. Washington breaks the press with the pass that time. He gets an easy bucket downstairs. 16-15 is your score. Washington on top, 52 seconds left. Now Crestview quickly back down the court. Blackwell in a little trouble down there in the corner, trying to dribble out of it. Now hits Stewart. Stewart gives it back up to Jones, and now setting up a play are the Dogs. Jones trying to make something happen off the dribble. Lets a floater go. That ball is no good. Rebounded by Buchanan for the Wildcats. Buchanan taking it the length of the court, now trying to find the lay. A nice lay for Buchanan. Moves the score to 18-15 Washington. So that lead for the Dogs did not last long.
It lasted about 10 seconds.
15 seconds left to go here in the first half. Crestview will hold the ball for the last shot of the first half. Seeing if we can't cut a little bit.
How about
into
Stewart
this
getting the ball here?
Three-point lead for Washington. Jones with the ball, 3 seconds left to go. Dribbling around, a long three let go by Jones, and that ball's going to come up short. So as we go into half, Washington up 18-15.
Well, if you haven't heard by now, we have a paintball tank park. It's the only thing like it in this part of the country. You heard me right. Tank park. Get in a tank, shoot paintballs. This is a great opportunity for the whole family, for groups. You want to do team building, take them out to Baker and climb in a tank and shoot paintballs. Birthday party, shoot paintballs. Get in a tank and have some fun. Go to their Facebook page and book an appointment at Oddball Tactics.
Tradition is where our roots are planted. From humble beginnings based on affordable, trustworthy service, Brackney Funeral Service has grown into a reliable resource your family can depend on. Rooted in our traditions, we stay firmly connected to the families we serve and the care we provide. We continue serving all faiths and families in the only way we know how, by staying true to our heritage. Brackney Funeral Service is locally owned and operated by Terry Brackney, Highway 90 East in Crestview. Call 683-9898.
Hello friends, this is Brandon Martin, General Manager at Blackwater Golf Club here in Crestview, Florida. From the newly renovated 18 holes to the Top Tracer driving range, Blackwater has something to offer for everybody. Open 7 days a week for the best pricing. Book your tee times in advance on our website, golfatblackwater.com.
Hey, this is Kim again with your friendly hometown landscaping company, Always Blooming Landscape. If you're looking for pavers to do your driveways, patios, walkways, and or borders, we have a special for our radio listening audience. We are offering you 10% off your paver installation project. So call us at 850-682-2919 to take advantage of this 10% discount when you mention this ad. That's 682-2919. Always Blooming Landscape. Let us grow with you.
Hey, this is Amber with the Cottage Boutique in Formal Wear. Ladies, if you're looking for something for a special occasion, stop in and see us. And for the men, we also offer tuxedo rentals for prom, weddings, and anything that you really need them for. We are open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday from 10 to 1. We're closed on Sundays and Mondays. If you don't know where we're located and you happen to want to stop in and see us, we're at the corner of Wilson Street and Highway 90. And you can also call us anytime at 850-682-2446.
I'm Jenny Powell. I'm one of the attorneys at Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm. Our family has been vested for over 100 years in Northwest Florida, serving your families for over 70 years. If you're in a car accident, you need a law firm who has the training, skill, and experience necessary to deal with insurance companies so that your case doesn't drag on forever. Let our family take care of your family during your most crucial moments. Just remember, Powell Powell Law Firm is here for you. You can always just go to our website at www.powelllawfirm.com.
Listen up. Do you need a new roof? Do you need roof repair? Well, I have a company just for you, CQ Roofing. Hometown roofer since 1999. They're state licensed and insured. Chris Courier, the owner, is born and raised right here in Crestview, North Okaloosa County. Family owned and operated for 24 years, specializing in shingles and metal. Give them a call, 850-683-4169, or visit their website at cqroofing.com.
When you're in need of auto body repair and you want it done right, call Crestview Paint and Body. They will assess the repairs needed on your vehicle and get it done right. If your vehicle was involved in an accident and needs towing, call Crestview Paint and Body, 682-5257. Don't take your auto body repairs to just any shop. Trust the 30-plus years experience of Crestview Paint and Body for a job done right.
Just like Ed always said.
Call Crestview Paint and Body, 850-682-5257.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in the courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
Guys, listen up. Did you spend too long out on the boat this Saturday fishing? Have you been on the links a little too much? Do you need to get out of the doghouse? Let me tell you where you need to go. Joey the Jeweler. He's on Main Street right by Desi's. He's got tons of beautiful jewels to win your girl back over. And make sure to go like and share his Facebook page. He's always doing great giveaways, so you have a chance to win something free for your girl. So head on over to facebook.com/Joey the Jeweler. Or you guys could just ask Siri what the phone number is.
Hey Siri, what is the phone number to Joey the Jeweler?
Joey the Jeweler's phone number is 850-682-1980.
And it's halftime right now. Bulldogs are down 18-15 to Booker T. If you're just tuned in, we're still at halftime. We got about 4 minutes for tip-off, but let me go over the points situation for you. Purdue has 2 points, Clauser has 2, and Stewart has 11. That's your 15 points for the Bulldogs. On the opposite side, you have that joker. I want you to look at what he look what he told me to take a picture of. I just want you to look. He said, look at what he's doing. What are you doing? That's pace.
Mercy.
Hey, I don't know what he's doing. Did he flip the page or something? Well, we don't have pace's stuff. I'm going to go back down there. But they have 18 points. So Coach said we got to rebound a little bit better. I think we rebounded pretty good on the defensive side of the board. We didn't give them a lot of second opportunities.
Yeah, Jones has stepped up in that department. He's had quite a few rebounds just from memory. So.
Well, Jones has got to get hot. He's 0 for Chris said he's 0 for 8 tonight, so he will have to get if he gets hot and get turned, find the net. Hopefully, shooting at least 50% will be in the game. Now, Bulldogs had the lead for just a moment.
Yeah, about a second
or two. 2-point lead, I believe, and then they come down and hit a three right away, and they've kept the lead since then. We have about 2 minutes for tip-off. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Well, if you haven't heard by now, we have a paintball tank park. It's the only thing like it in this part of the country. You heard me right. Tank park. Get in a tank, shoot paintballs. This is a great opportunity for the whole family, for groups. You want to do team building, take them out to Baker and climb in a tank and shoot paintballs. Birthday party, shoot paintballs. Get in a tank and have some fun. Go to their Facebook page and book an appointment at Oddball Tactics.
Tradition is where our roots are planted. From humble beginnings based on affordable, trustworthy service, Brackney Funeral Service has grown into a reliable resource your family can depend on. Rooted in our traditions, we stay firmly connected to the families we serve and the care we provide. We continue serving all faiths and families in the only way we know how, by staying true to our heritage. Brackney Funeral Service is locally owned and operated by Terry Brackney, Highway 90 East in Crestview. Call 683-9898.
Hello, friends. This is Brandon Martin, General Manager of Blackwater Golf Club here in Crestview, Florida. From the newly renovated 18 holes to the Top Tracer driving range, Blackwater has something to offer for everybody. Open 7 days a week for the best pricing. Book your tee times in advance on our website, golfatblackwater.com.
Hey, this is Kim again with your friendly hometown landscaping company, Always Blooming Landscape. If you're looking for pavers to do your driveways, patios, walkways, and or borders, we have a special for our radio listening audience. We are offering you 10% off your paver installation project. So call us at 850-682-2919 to take advantage of this 10% discount when you mention this ad. That's 682-2919. Always Blooming Landscape. Let us grow with you.
All right, we're back, about to have tip-off. 18-15 is the score. Bulldogs are down by 3 to Booker T. Washington. Pretty much Booker T. had the lead the whole actually, the very first shot we made within 10 seconds, Stewart hit a 3, and then it was all Booker T. And until just about 3 minutes left in the second quarter, we had the lead for, we'll say 5 seconds. And Booker T has the lead right now, 18-15. Bulldogs will take it out on the side, going to the right side now of your screen.
And the ball will be inbounded to Johnson. Johnson dribbling down, giving the ball up. Washington sticking with man defense here in the early going in the second half. The Dogs in their 5-out motion offense here early. Jones swinging around the perimeter. The Dogs have slowed things down. Blackwell's going to throw that off the foot of a Wildcat defender. The ball will go out of bounds right up front of the Bulldog bench. Stewart will try to get this ball inbounded for the Dogs and does. And Crestview goes back into their motion-based offense here. Trying to move the ball around. Now gets the ball down low to Stewart. Stewart unable to even attempt a shot down there at the block. Gets it back out. And they're trying to run backdoor offense.
There it is.
They find Clauser. Clauser unable to finish at the rim. They are going to call a foul on Johnson for the Dogs. A loose ball foul, so Washington will take over. Washington able to break the Crestview press. Gets the ball downstairs and should have been able to lay it in, but misses the lay. is Washington, rebounded by Blackwell. Blackwell drives it the length of the court, and his shot's going to get blocked from behind and goes out of bounds on the Wildcats. The Dogs will inbound this ball from the baseline. Blackwell trying to get the ball inbounded for the Dogs. Still trying to. Finds Clauser downstairs. Clauser unable to finish, but is going to get fouled and go to the line to shoot 2.
Clauser can make it a 1-point game. Clauser during the tournament had a 22-point game. We need him to come out strong third quarter.
Clauser taking his dribbles. Left-hander, first attempt is on the mark. Cuts the Wildcat lead to 2. He'll have one more attempt here. Spins the ball, second attempt's up, and it's good.
Wow.
So cuts into that Washington lead. Washington's up 18-17, 6:37 and counting left to go here in the third quarter. Washington once again able to break the Bulldog press, finds White down low, and White able to lay that ball in. Washington on top 20-17, 6:20 and counting left to go here in the third. Crestview with it back on offense. And Crestview is running their backdoor offense and trying to find Clauser. Gets the ball to Clauser down low. Clauser that time able to finish. And he has 2. Cuts the Wildcat lead to 1. Washington up 20-19.
They just called something on Jones.
And I don't know. It wasn't an official foul. Must have been some kind of warning or something. I don't know. 5:58 left to go here in the third quarter. Washington on top 20-19. And with the ball is the Wildcats. Crestview staying in man. Hughes on a little give and go, driving the lane and lays it in. Washington 22, Crestview 19, and on quickly, Blackwell down the court. His shot's going to get blocked from behind, rebounded by Buchanan for the Wildcats. Buchanan pushes it across half court. Now driving the lane are the Wildcats, and Jones is going to pick up a foul. And that's his second, I believe. And Jasquith will go to the line for the Wildcats to shoot 2.
Got a little intense there for a second. And quiet again. Somebody's got a dog barker over there in the corner.
Jasquith able to tune out the dog barker, knock his first attempt in.
.5:23 left here in the third period if you just tuned in. 23-19, close ball game tonight against Booker T. Washington. Booker T is on top.
Jasquith, second attempt is also good. Moves the score 24-19. Washington on top. 5:20 and counting left to go here in the third. The Washington is doing a little bit of a zone press, and Jones is going to turn that ball over around half court. Washington on transition is able to lay it in. That's Jasquith on the lay. Extends the Wildcat lead to 7. They're on top 26-19, 5 minutes and counting left to go in the third, and Crestview is going to throw that ball away around half court. Washington is going to take back over, and this game is close. You can kind of feel it slipping away a little bit.
You can. Bulldogs got to score next possession, or it could slip away from us.
Hughes getting the ball across half court for the Wildcats. And he has the ball on the dribble trying to create something. Now gives it up. And they're going to work the ball inside to White. White kicks it back out. Now Buchanan for a long 3. Off balance 3. Off the mark and rebounded by Stewart. Stewart gets the ball across half court for the Dogs. Stewart's driving, and his shot's going to get blocked, and that ball is going to get knocked out of bounds on Stewart.
And
they're going to say that's Washington ball. 4:22 left to go here in the third quarter. Washington with the possession and the lead. Crestview trying to press here, trying to trap the ball handler. They're going to knock that one out of bounds, but it's going to stay with Washington. So we'll have to set back up for another inbound.
If Washington goes up, if they hit a three here, that's going to be tough for the Bulldogs to climb back in. They'll have to have some great play.
Ball's inbounded by the Wildcats, and Crestview backs out of the press. Working him across half court is Buchanan. Buchanan gives it up to Hughes. And now Washington going into their half court offense. Hughes driving the lane, tries to dish it off to Smith. That ball's taken away. Phillips running the length of the court, and that ball's going to get knocked out of his hands. It'll go out on Washington. Crestview will set up an inbound play here. 3:53 left to go in the third, down by 7. Phillips trying to get the ball inbounded for the Dogs, and he'll find Jones over in the near corner. Jones kicks it back up top, and they're going to set up offense here. And Washington has gone into a zone.
Zone looking.
So Crestview working the ball around, trying to find an open shot here. Jones for 3, and he's going to get fouled, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 3. So the second time we've seen that tonight.
The second time, and now Jones has an opportunity to score some points for us right here. He is scoreless right now, but he has an opportunity to put 3 on the board when we need it the most. Bulldogs down by 7, and Jones has an opportunity to close it to 4.
Jones' first attempt is short.
He is
and
he's
just struggling right now.
Yeah, that's like a baseball player go 0 for 30.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden he gets hot.
Just needs to find a little success to get him out of this slump, and he finds the second one.
There we go.
And he'll have one more attempt. He was fouled on the 3-point attempt. So he has the ball now. His third attempt's up and good.
There we go. 2
cuts the lead to 5. Washington on top, 26-21, 3:25 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Crestview in the press, trying to find a turnover, and they're going to get Purdue on a foul in the backcourt. And I'm not sure the foul count. We haven't had too many fouls in the second half.
Not the second half.
That might be 2 or 3 on us, maybe 2. Ball would be inbounded by the Wildcats. Buchanan taking this ball up for the Wildcats. And Purdue is on him. Buchanan gives it up. They're going into a little bit of a dribble drive offense, are the Wildcats. They find an open player down near the block, but he's unable to finish at the rim. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Dogs. Baseline inbound play coming up for the Wildcats, and they throw that ball away on the inbound pass. Jones with it, gives it up to Closser. Closser's shot is blocked from behind, and that ball is going to be saved by the Wildcats, and they're going to call a foul on Jones.
It'll be interesting to see how many that's on Jones now.
Bulldogs stay in the press. Washington trying to dribble through it. And they're going to call a timeout with 2:46 left to go in the third quarter. Wildcats on top 26-21.
Hey, this is Amber with the Cottage Boutique and Formal Wear. Ladies, if you're looking for something for a special occasion, stop in and see us. And for the men, we also offer tuxedo rentals for prom, weddings, and anything that you really need them for. We are open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday from 10 to 1. We're closed on Sundays and Mondays. If you don't know where we're located and you happen to want to stop in and see us, we're at the corner of Wilson Street and Highway 90. And you can also call us anytime at 850-682-2446.
I'm Jenny Powell. I'm one of the attorneys at Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm. Our family has been vested for over 100 years in Northwest Florida, serving your families for over 70 years. If you're in a car accident, you need a law firm who has the training, skill, and experience necessary to deal with insurance companies so that your case doesn't drag on forever. Let our family take care of your family during your most crucial moments. Just remember, Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm is here for you. You can always just go to our website at www.powelllawfirm.com.
Washington out of the timeout with possession of the ball. Buchanan bringing it up for the Wildcats. And Buchanan now driving the baseline and finds the slam down low. Extends the Washington lead to 7. 2:25 and counting left to go in their third quarter. 28-21, Washington is your score. Jones with the ball. He'll give it up to Blackwell. And the dunk has energized the Wildcat bench. Phillips with it, unable to get the floater to go. Rebounded by Buchanan. Buchanan dribbling it across half court. And they're going to call something.
Something on Washington.
I guess they're going to say Buchanan pushed off, dribbling up the court.
Oh.
So the Dogs will take over on offense around half court. Phillips gets this ball inbounded to Jones. 2:05 and counting left to go here in the third. Jones with it, trying to create something off the dribble. And he's going to get fouled going up for a floater. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, if they're going to start fouling here at the end of the third and going into the fourth, we've got to pop every one of them we get an opportunity. We can't miss anymore. Not on the free throw.
Jones at the line. First attempt is good.
There we go. Does it feel like a low-scoring game to you with only 2 minutes left in the third quarter? Or is this about right?
I mean, it's not a high-scoring game, but it's not like –
it's not 10-10.
It's going to be in the 40s for both teams, I would think. Somewhere in there. Jones, second attempt is good. Cuts the Washington lead to 5, 28-23 Washington.
Real quick, I want to give a shout-out. I was looking at all the banners, and I was like, look at there. There is a cheerleader banner, state championship, if you're watching it on YouTube. And I'm going to think 2010, that's got to be Nikki. I'm not for sure about that, but that's got to be Nikki's group of girls. All right, sorry, I got to zoom back out.
Washington breaks the press. Buchanan with it. Here in the last minute and a half of the third quarter. Purdue on Hughes at the top of the key. Hughes gives it up. Washington trying to find a bucket. Hughes is going to get called for a charge, backing down Purdue. Crestview will take over with 1:19 left to go in the quarter. Jones taking the ball up for the Dogs. And that ball's going to be thrown away by Jones. That ball's going to be taken away by Jasquith, and he gives it up to Robinson. Robinson misses the dunk, but they get the putback. Extends the Wildcat lead to 7, 30-23. 58 seconds left to go. Washington in the press, and they knock the ball out of bounds, so we'll set the inbound back up. Purdue trying to get the ball inbounded for the Dogs. He gets it into Jones. And now Washington falling back into half-court defense here. Jones dribbling the ball up, driving the lane, off balance, unable to get the lay, rebounded by Foley. Foley's shot's blocked, rebounded by Jones. Third attempt is off blocked as well, and they're going to call another foul
on the line
on Buchanan for the Wildcats, and Jones will go to the line to shoot another 2.
If we can score while the clock has stopped, we can get back in this ball game. Absolutely. Got to get a few breaks on the other end.
Jones knocks down his first attempt.
It's quiet in Whoville. We're at the Dog Stadium.
Second attempt for Jones. Finds the bottom. Cuts the Wildcat lead to 5. 30-25 is our score. 38 seconds left to go in the third. Washington trying to break the press, and they do, and they throw almost a little alley-oop to Robinson. Robinson just lays it in this time. 28 seconds left to go. Washington on top. 32-25. 23 seconds and counting left to go here in the third quarter. Purdue with it across half court for the Dogs. Crestview trying to set up probably for a last shot of the quarter. We'll see. And Purdue's going to throw that ball away. And this time, another lay for Robinson. Passes on the dunk. Would have been uncontested. 2 seconds left to go in the quarter. Blackwell off-balance three is no good. So going into the fourth, Wildcats on top 34-25.
Listen up. Do you need a new roof? Do you need roof repair? Well, I have a company just for you, CQ Roofing. Hometown roofer since 1999. They're state licensed and insured. Chris Courier, the owner, is born and raised right here in Crestview, North Okaloosa County. Family owned and operated for 24 years, specializing in shingles and metal. Give them a call, 850-683-4169, or visit their website at cqroofing.com.
When you're in need of auto body repair and you want it done right, call Crestview Paint and Body. They will assess the repairs needed on your vehicle and get it done right. If your vehicle was involved in an accident and needs towing, call Crestview Paint and Body. Body repairs to just any shop. Trust the 30-plus years experience of Crestview Paint and Body for a job done right.
Just like Ed always said.
Call Crestview Paint and Body, 850-682-5257.
And we are back starting the fourth quarter. Bulldogs are down by 9. It'll be Booker T's ball on the left side of the court. Bulldogs need a little magic. Second half, fourth quarter.
Washington will start with possession. And they get the ball inbounded to Hughes in the backcourt. Hughes brings it up, trying to trap him in the corner, and he's going to throw that out of bounds on a Bulldog defender. So Washington will set back up, inbounding it just on the Washington side of half court. And they get the ball inbounded all the way over here on the near side of Jasquith, trying to trap again on the corner, or the Dogs, unable to do so that time. They get the ball worked down in low. Now back out. Buchanan is going to get called for a charge. Foley taking the charge for the Dogs.
I don't know how that was a charge, but we'll take it.
Crestview will take over. 34-25 is our score. 7:40 left to go in the game. I don't know about that one.
Nothing like home cooking. I wish we could get that on the football field.
Jones taking the ball up for the Dogs. Jones gets fouled.
Was he shooting for
ball
three?
Up. They're going to call that one on the floor.
Hey.
Oh, but they're in bonus, it looks like.
Oh.
So 1-1.
So 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
Need some points. And if the clock is sitting still, that's a good thing.
It feels like Jones has been at the line the entire second half. And his first attempt rattles out, rebounded by the Wildcats. That's Robinson on the rebound. Wildcats quickly across half court, trying to trap are the Dogs. That ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Jones.
Stop that talking, the referee said. He shut it down.
That was the coach.
Oh, that was the coach.
Somebody did, though.
Somebody was talking. He said, stop that talking.
Washington with the ball and the lead. Hughes dribbling inside. Foley's going to get called for a foul, trying to block the shot.
Don't lift your hands down because you got away with one last time. He's like, I didn't do nothing.
Hughes is going to go to the line and shoot two. It was a swat.
It was.
He did block it.
I mean, he did.
Hughes' second attempt, mercy. First attempt is good, extends the Wildcat lead to 10. Moulton and Stewart checking in the game.
We need magic.
We need magic.
Little Disney magic would be nice too.
Mercy.
Well, your
See, in
dreams
football,
come true.
we could talk about something I saw, but in basketball, you don't have time to talk about anything like that. Hughes knocks down his second attempt.
When you're on the radio.
When you're on the radio, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. When you're playing TV guys, you can talk whatever you do, whatever you want.
11-point lead for the Wildcats. 36-25 is our score. 7 minutes and counting in the ball game. Stewart in trouble in the far corner, trying to dribble his way out of it, and he is going to get that ball stripped finally by Buchanan. Buchanan gives it up, and another dunk attempt for the Wildcats is going to be off the mark. Jasquith went up for the dunk, unable to get it to go. That ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Stewart. The ball will retain, Washington will retain possession. Johnson checks in the game for Stewart. Washington gets the ball inbounded in the backcourt to Hughes. Hughes gets it across half court for the Wildcats. The Wildcats trying to slow things down a little bit, it looks like. Just kind of passing it back and forth at the top of the key. Now kind of initiating offense here are the Wildcats. They're holding the ball a little bit.
They're going to force the Bulldogs to foul because they're not going to shoot. They are not going to shoot. They've had plenty of opportunities. If they can burn off a minute or two per possession, the game's over.
Now Hughes just kind of playing with Jones and Purdue.
Yeah, they're going to hold.
And it's just Buchanan back to Hughes, Hughes to Buchanan, and they're going to pick up a foul. I believe that's going to be Jones. Yep, on Jones, and we got to be getting close to the bonus.
Well, so if we're going to do that now, you've got to go ahead and foul to get in bonus, right? If you're going to foul to stop the ball and you're not in bonus, you got to foul quickly now.
Well,
don't burn no more time.
I don't know if that was intentional or not.
Oh, you don't think it was? Okay, it could have.
Ball is inbounded way in the back court. Hughes now going to have to take this ball all the way back up, and he will. 5:45 and counting left to go in the game. And here we go into Washington's version of the stall.
Well, I'll say this. Jones don't need to foul anymore if he wants to be on the floor because I think he's sitting at 3 or 4.
Buchanan with it, driving the lane, and he'll pull up from the elbow, and he gets that one to go. A nice shot by Buchanan. 38-25, Washington is our score. 5:20 and counting left to go in the game.
What, do they burn off about a minute on that possession, roughly?
Yeah, a minute and a half, easily. Moulton in the corner for 3. Ball's just long, rebounded by Purdue for the Dogs. Crestview back with it. They're in.
Don't have a lot of time.
They're 4
fellas.
Motion offense. Jones lets one go for 3. That ball's going to be no good. Gets his own rebound. Goes up, and he's going to get fouled on the putback. So Jones will go to the line once again to shoot 2.
While the clock is stopped. That's the only positive thing that's happening. Although they've been, I said that with a 6-7 point lead, and now it's a 13-point lead. So every time we go to the line, it seems like we're down farther. So it's just going. Ball's good on that shot. Jones making his first 1 of 2. A lot of substitution. Now you've got your backups coming in. 4, maybe a couple starters, but a couple backups coming in. For Booker T.
Jones knocks his second attempt down, cuts the Wildcat lead to 11. 38-27, Washington is our score. 4:45 and counting left to go in the game, and Purdue is going to pick up a foul in the backcourt against Buchanan.
Bonus?
And we got to be close.
Yep, they're lining up.
And it looks like Buchanan will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
Here's the sad thing. We was going to be out here early. It ain't happening now.
Oh, it will.
4 minutes and 45 seconds could turn into.
First shot is off the mark, rebounded by Jones. Jones taking this up for the Dogs. And he's going to throw that one away. Hughes comes up with the loose ball. Hughes driving the length, gives it up to Buchanan. Buchanan working on Jones down low, unable to finish. Ball's rebounded by Clauser, and somehow that ball is knocked out of bounds by Clauser, I guess. Somehow Washington ends up with possession, and they're setting up a baseline inbound play. They get this ball downstairs to White. White unable to finish. The ball is being fought for the rebound, and we're going to have a loose ball foul.
That's bonus.
A loose ball foul on the Wildcats. So Crestview will go down to shoot 1-and-1. I'm not sure who's going to shoot 1-and-1. I think maybe Purdue. No?
My prediction, this game will take another 20 minutes on the 4-minute clock left.
Jesus.
I really do. I think it's going to. Now, both teams
us.
are in bonus, and I just feel like that there's going to be a lot of fouls from here on out.
Clauser at the line for the Dogs.
Clauser can pull within 9.
Left-hander's first attempt rolls in the front of the rim.
Who you got Monday?
Everybody's going to pick Georgia.
You got the points, though, 12.5?
No, I wouldn't take those points.
I wouldn't take those points either. No way.
Clauser's second attempt is going to go in and out.
I wouldn't
by
give
the Wildcats.
I'm sorry, I'll take them. I won't give them.
Wildcats quickly down the floor trying to push this ball, and they're going to turn the ball over. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of White for Washington. The Dogs will take over down 10. The score is 38-28, 4:24 and counting left to go in the ball game. Jones taking it up for the Dogs. Crestview working the ball around now.
He got a lot of time.
Setting up half-court offense.
Sorry about that. Where's Stewart? That's what I want to know.
Johnson picks up his dribble in a little bit of trouble, able to get it away to Purdue. Purdue finds Moulton in the corner. Moulton dishes it off. Nice pass to Clauser. Clauser able to finish at the rim. Cuts the Wildcat lead to 8. 38-30 is our score. Bulldogs come out in the press with 3:43 and counting left to go. Trying to trap the Wildcats in the near corner, unable to do so. Washington able to break the press with the dribble. And now they're going to go into
Stewart cannot
holding the ball once again.
Stewart cannot foul here. I think he's sitting on 4.
And turned over again by the Wildcats. Jones with the steal. Jones taking it up for the Dogs. Suddenly, Moulton lets one go from the corner. The ball is just long. Rebounded somehow by Johnson. Johnson unable to get the putback to go. That time rebounded by White of the Wildcats, but he turns the ball over. That's Clauser with the steal. Clauser's putback is no good. Purdue able to get the loose ball. Kicks it, dribbles it back out, gives it to Clauser. Clauser is going to be fouled going to the line, and he's going to go up to shoot 2. What in the world is going on?
What's the happy-dash on that situation? I felt like he was blue, white on that. Wow. That went back and forth 4 times in 10 seconds.
Clauser, the left-hander for the Dogs, at the line, trying to cut this into a 2-possession game. And he gets the first one to roll in.
So they didn't count the basket. They fouled him on the ground.
Well, he didn't make the basket.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Well, never mind. That's how bad my eyesight is. Of course, I'm fiddling around with all this equipment too. So.
Clauser with the ball at the line. And his second attempt is going to come up short. The Dogs try to get the rebound, and they're going to say that ball stays with the Dogs. It goes out of bounds on Washington. The score is 38-31. Washington on top. 2:50 left to go in the game. Phillips is going to try to get this ball inbounded for the Dogs on the baseline inbound.
Jones is out.
Purdue with it. Thinks about 3, passes the opportunity up. Crestview working the ball around. Washington's gone into a 2-3 zone. Crestview trying to find an open shot here against the zone. Purdue driving against the zone. Now kicking out to Moulton. Moulton for three. Moulton comes up just short that time and rebounded by the Wildcats. Now across half court are the Wildcats. Hughes is pushing the ball up across half court, and we're going to get a timeout by Washington. 2:13 left to go in the game. Washington on top, 38-31.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in the courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
And we are back, fixing to come out of a timeout, 38-31. If you just tuned in, a close ball game all night. We had them up just a moment in time, and the biggest lead for Washington has been 13 points. It is a 7-point game, about where it stayed most of the game, 5, 6, 7 for Washington. Bulldogs have 2 minutes and 13 seconds to bring this game back into check and have a chance to win it, but a lot of things have got to happen to go the Bulldogs' way.
Washington sets up baseline inbound play, and they get the ball inside to Robinson, and Robinson is going to get called for a charge.
What? How much money did where do these referees come from? Straight out of Sunset Village. Right here in Crestview, Florida.
The coach is getting a little explanation. I'm going to be honest.
I would like to know too.
I'm on
pulling
for
Washington's
Crestview,
side here.
That was a very questionable call, but the Dogs will take it and need it, for that matter.
Absolutely.
Down 7 with 2 minutes left, 2:09 and counting left to go here in the game. Get the ball worked up across half court. They got Phillips trapped in the corner, and he's going to throw that ball away. So Washington will take back over right in front of Crestview's bench. Washington gets the ball across half court, beats the press. Hughes with it, working on Purdue. Gives it up. Crestview playing tight man-to-man defense here. Minute and 38 and counting left to go in the game. Still down by 7.
They're going to try to hold down?
Yeah, Washington is content burning some of this clock. And they're just kind of running a little dribble handoff. And they're going to get Johnson with a block. I'm going to be honest, there's been some very suspect calls on both sides.
Yeah.
Buchanan going the line to shoot. I believe still 1-1.
.123 left in the ball game. 38-31.
And he makes his first one, extends the Washington lead to 8. Buchanan will have another opportunity.
(39-31).
Buchanan's second attempt is good, so extends the Washington lead to 9. 40-31 is our score. Washington on top. 1 minute and 20 left to go in the game. Jones working this ball up for the Dogs. Gives it up to Purdue. Purdue finds Closser down low. Closser able to finish off the glass. 40-33, Washington on top. And they're able to beat the Bulldog press up half court. Trying to trap Hughes around half court. 50 seconds left now to go. Buchanan with the ball, and he's going to get fouled by Phillips and go to the line again. And they might be shooting 2 now. We'll see.
I was waiting for them to foul. That was about 10, 15 seconds burned off. If you're going to try to get them to the line and try to slow the game down, you got to do it quick.
Buchanan with the ball at the line. And he gets his first one to roll in. He'll have another attempt here with 48 seconds left to go in the game. Second attempt is short, rebounded by Jones. 41-33 Washington on top. 45 seconds and counting left to go in the game. We get it to Phillips over in the corner. Phillips gets it to Clauser again downstairs, and Clauser hits another two. 41-35 Washington on top, and a 30-second timeout for Crestview.
Guys, listen up. Did you spend too long out on the boat this Saturday fishing? Have you been on the links a little too much? Do you need to get out of the doghouse? Let me tell you where you need to go. Joey the Jeweler. He's on Main Street right by Desi's. He's got tons of beautiful jewels to win your girl back over. And make sure to go like and share his Facebook page. He's always doing great giveaways, so you have a chance to win something free for your girl. So head on over to facebook.com/Joey the Jeweler. Or you guys could just ask Siri what the phone number is.
Hey Siri, what is the phone number to Joey the Jeweler?
Joey the Jeweler's phone number is 850-682-1980.
And we're back. Trying to wrap this game up. 37 seconds left. Bulldogs are down by 7 to Booker T.
And they're trying to get this ball inbound, and the Bulldogs on the press. Washington trying to break it. They break it with a pass. And we're going to have to foul Buchanan again. And Buchanan will go certainly, I think, now to shoot two.
Yeah, that's
31 seconds left to go in the.
That's not the guy you want to foul. He has been hot at the free throw line. Next game is next Thursday over at Tate, and then we're back home Friday.
Buchanan makes his first one.
Against Niceville. So we have about a 5-day break and go on the road Thursday. We'll cover that game, and then right back here at the house next Friday night. Should be a packed house for a Niceville game. Need to get here early.
Buchanan, second attempt is also good. Moves the score 43-35, 30 seconds left to go. Washington on top. Jones kicks it over to Purdue. Purdue passes on the three, back to Jones. Jones shoots for three and finds a three. 43-38, Washington on top. 17 seconds left to go, and Crestview's called a full timeout now.
We'll be right back.
Well, if you haven't heard by now, we have a paintball tank park. It's the only thing like it in this part of the country. You heard me right. Tank park. Get in a tank, shoot paintballs. This is a great opportunity for the whole family, for groups. You want to do team building, take them out to Baker and climb in a tank and shoot paintballs. Birthday party, shoot paintballs. Get in a tank and have some fun. Go to their Facebook page and book an appointment at Oddball Tactics.
Tradition is where our roots are planted. From humble beginnings based on affordable, trustworthy service, Brackney Funeral Service has grown into a reliable resource your family can depend on. Rooted in our traditions, we stay firmly connected to the families we serve and the care we provide. We continue serving all faiths and families in the only way we know how, by staying true to our heritage. Brackney Funeral Service is locally owned and operated by Terry Brackney, Highway 90 East in Crestview. Call 683-9898.
And we are back. Going to wrap this thing up here in a moment. 17 seconds left. The Bulldogs trying desperately to make a miracle happen, but I would suspect we need a turnover, not a foul, for the Bulldogs to get back into one possession.
Washington getting this ball inbounded against the Bulldog press, trapping very quickly and fouling very quickly are the Dogs. And this time we'll send Hughes to the line to shoot two. 15.5 seconds left to go in the game. Bulldogs down by 5, so we need him to miss at least one of these 2 attempts to keep it a 2-possession game.
In 2 minutes.
If it makes both of them, it's basically impossible.
In about 2 minutes, I was correct on that 20 minutes when I said that. So I was close. Yeah, they have stretched this game out.
Hughes' first attempt is good.
Which is still a fast game, actually. You know, it's an hour and 15.
We started it a little early.
Oh, that's right, we did. Never mind.
So about an hour and a half. Not bad. Hughes has a chance to push this to 3 possessions and pretty much end
it.
The Bulldogs' night, and he
does.
gets the second one to go. 7-point game now, 45-38. Washington is on top. Crestview with it across half court. About 8 seconds left to go. Loose ball picked up by Jones. Jones lets an off-balance 3 go. Ball is no good. Rebounded by Robinson, and Blackwell's going to foul Robinson. with 1.4 seconds left to go, and Robinson will go to the line to shoot 2. And that'll be it. Yep.
It's either going to be 47, 46, or 45-38.
Yep.
One of the two. Again, next Thursday night, the Bulldogs will be at Tate. We'll cover that game. We won that first game close. It was overtime, I believe. That was the very first. Tate?
Tate, yep.
That
was the overtime. Yeah, first game of the year.
First game of the year. And they've been playing pretty good, Coach said. For that first basket's good.
Robinson makes his first attempt.
Now an 8-point lead with about a second left. A minute. And we'll wrap this up, Chris. We're going to be kicking it back to you pretty quickly here. There's nothing to talk about.
Robinson's second attempt is long, rebounded by Stewart. Stewart tries to throw it the length of the court. Ball is going to come up no good. 46-38 is our final. Dogs move to 9-5.
9-5
on the year.
And again, the Bulldogs will go to Tate. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this game is a 7:30 start. But depending on how the the JV and ninth grade teams, if they're a little faster, we may start a little early. Y'all be just keep an eye out for it. And go Bulldogs, 9-5. Y'all have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week down in Tate, Florida. Good night, everybody.